Dark clouds fill the screen. Sirens blare faintly in the distance. Through the smoke, we see a dilapidated city, broken buildings and graffiti covering every surface. A lone young man sprints through the shattered alleyways, weaving between the rubbles. His breathing is heavy, his steps are quick, and there's blood staining the front of his white shirt. Narrator, in a city forgotten by the world, love, betrayal and sacrifice are about to collide. Cut to a flashback 1 year earlier. The same city, but at night, alive with energy. The sounds of laughter echo through the narrow streets, mixing with the melody of a street musician. Our young protagonist, Yaseen, 28 years old, moves gracefully through the labyrinthine city, stopping to help an old woman cross the street, smiling at children playing hopscotch and exchanging friendly banter with shopkeepers. Everyone knows and loves him because for the past 5 years, Yaseen has dedicated his life to being a medic, working in underground shelters to save as many people as possible. He treats everyone regardless of their political views, tending to the wounded with quiet dignity and efficiency. But Yaseen longs for more than just survival. He dreams of a world where he can love openly and honestly. Then he meets Lena, a courageous journalist who risks everything to expose the regime's atrocities. Their love story begins amidst the rubble, nurtured by stolen moments in abandoned apartments and whispered promises in dark shelters. Yet beneath the surface of their burgeoning romance, secrets linger, threatening to tear them apart. Meanwhile, Lena's rebel group prepares for a daring mission to deliver a flash drive containing damning evidence of the regime's war crimes to an international contact outside the city. As the night deepens, tension mounts, culminating in a harrowing escape from an ambush. Bullets whiz through the air, shattering glass and tearing through the darkness. Lena is wounded, collapsing into Yaseen's arms. With the evidence entrusted to him, Yaseen races through the inferno, carrying Lena to safety while soldiers pursue relentlessly. As Yaseen fights to keep her alive, Lena entrusts him with the drive. With her fading voice, she urges him to expose the truth if she doesn't survive. Then she passes out. Yaseen finds refuge in the ruins of an old mosque, seeking solace amidst the debris. Haunted by memories, he watches the video on the drive. It reveals his father, a former rebel leader, being tortured and executed by the regime. But there's a shocking twist. The man responsible, Commander Rayon, is none other than Lena's brother, a high-ranking official in the regime. Betrayed by the very person he loved most, Yaseen grapples with the revelation, torn between his desire for revenge and his longing for a peaceful resolution. Determined to honor Lena's sacrifice, Yaseen enlists the help of an old friend to escape the city. Together they navigate the treacherous streets, evade checkpoints, and outwit the relentless soldiers pursuing them. As they reach the outskirts, Yaseen uses a makeshift antenna to upload the video to the satellite, broadcasting the regime's atrocities to the world. With the truth now exposed, Yaseen and his companion watch as the city erupts in protest. People pour into the streets, united in their demand for justice and freedom. But not everyone accepts the revelation so easily. Commander Rayon, driven by a thirst for power and control, vows to crush the rebellion. With the help of his elite security forces, he targets the rebels' hideouts and communication centers, determined to eliminate any threat to his authority. Meanwhile, Yaseen and his friends seek refuge in the abandoned subway tunnels, surviving on meager rations and haunted by the horrors they've witnessed. As days turn into nights, they cling to hope that the international community will intervene and bring an end to the bloodshed. One evening, as they huddle around a flickering candle, they hear voices approaching. Fearing the worst, they hide in the shadows as soldiers led by the ruthless Commander Rayon search the tunnels. But the soldiers find nothing and eventually move on, leaving Yaseen and his companions shaken but unharmed. However, their respite is short-lived. Commander Rayon, driven by a thirst for vengeance, orders a citywide lockdown, cutting off all supplies and communication. Food becomes scarce, tensions rise, and the weight of their uncertain fate crushes their spirits. But then a miracle happens. Lena, having recovered from her injuries, leads a daring mission to rescue Yaseen and his companion. With the help of a sympathetic rebel medic, Dr. Omar, they navigate the perilous streets. evading Rayon's soldiers and searching for their friends in the labyrinthine tunnels. As the clock ticks, the danger intensifies, forcing them to make split-second decisions that could mean the difference between life and death. Finally, they locate Yaseen and his companion, and together they hatch a daring plan to escape the city. Under the cover of darkness, Lena and her group help Yaseen and his companion escape through a secret tunnel, leading to the outskirts. As they emerge into the darkness, the sight before them takes their breath away. A large group of armed rebels stands ready to assist their escape, forming a human shield against any pursuing soldiers. With their newfound allies, Yaseen and his companion race towards safety, leaving behind the city that has been their prison for so long. As the rebels engage the pursuing soldiers in a fierce firefight, Yaseen and his companions stumble upon an abandoned broadcast tower. Realizing its strategic importance, Yaseen quickly sets up a transmitter, determined to send out a final message exposing the regime's brutality. Meanwhile, the battle outside the tower rages, with the rebels fighting bravely to protect Yaseen's chance at freedom. Just as the soldiers breach the tower, Yaseen completes his transmission, sending the final message to the outside world. Suddenly, a loud explosion rocks the tower, sending debris raining down and plunging it into darkness. Wounded and disoriented, Yaseen finds himself trapped amidst the wreckage. With the broadcast cut off and the rebels scattered, the regime tightens its grip on the city. Determined to snuff out any remaining embers of rebellion, Yaseen's companions, fearing the worst, regroup in secret, devising a desperate plan to infiltrate the city and rescue Yaseen. Meanwhile, Yaseen awakens in a dank underground cell, realizing he's been captured. He's weak, injured and desperate, clinging to the hope of rescue. The drama reaches its climax as Lena and the rebel forces launch a daring assault on the regime's headquarters, battling through layers of security to reach Yaseen. Commander Rian, caught in a web of his own making, faces the consequences of his actions as the rebels close in. And finally, after an agonizing wait, Lena finds Yaseen, his spirit unbroken, his resolve strengthened by their love for each other. Together they lead the remaining rebels in a final stand against Commander Rayon and his forces. As the battle reaches its peak, Yaseen confronts his former love, torn between his desire for revenge and his longing for peace. But in a moment of clarity, he chooses love, embracing Lena and vowing to honor her sacrifice by bringing hope to their shattered city. With the city liberated, Yaseen and Lena stand on the rooftop where their love story began. Around them, the city buzzes with life as people emerge from their hiding places, blinking in the sunlight. They have lost everything, yet they have found the truth and each other. The camera pans out, revealing the city in the distance, the sirens now a fading memory and a sunrise breaking through the smoke. Narrator, sometimes the smallest flame carries the loudest message. So what do you think? Would you like me to write a full video script for this short film? Let me know in the comments below. See you in the next video.